Hello, Trowels. And the drama saga continues. So I'm back for round 2 because, let's be real, Tiffany's hair completely hijacked the last video, and trust me, we're nowhere near done. There's still so much to uncover, more chaos to spill, and plenty of drama to dive into. So grab your snacks, because this round is going to be wild. Let's get into it. Alright, Trowels, we're heading back to the latest episode, Long Day at the Hospital. I know, you're probably all sick of this one by now, but I swear there's still so much to unpack. There are a few things in that episode that just don't sit right with me, and I can't let that slide. So, let me quickly pull up this clip for you all.
Matt will take Baxter off. I don't think I need a blood test. I don't know if that's booked in. I need to speak to my nurse and see if I need to go in or whether I can just get... I think it should be okay for Matt to remove Baxter because that's what happened last time. And I didn't need a blood test, so I might not need it this time round. We'll see. We'll just see what the plans are.
Okay, so right off the bat, at the very beginning of this video, Tiffany is already lying and trying to manipulate her audience. Shocking, right? Sounds about right, though. So we all remember, in the last treatment episode, this one right here. When Matt removed Baxter, and Tiffany was so thrilled about not having to go back to the hospital for that blood test, remember? Well, take a look at what she says here.
Just found out, so tomorrow and the day after, they don't need bloods. It's only every other time that I need to do the extra bloods, if that makes any sense. So I'm so happy because I said, oh, I haven't been booked in. Have I been booked in for tomorrow? Like, when's the blood test? And that means when Baxter comes off, I don't need to go into the hospital for a blood test. Matt will take it off for me. Best news about tomorrow not having to come to the hospital for a blood test. And the day after, it's just every other time I have to have it done. Which is fine. I'll take that. I'll honestly take that.
So, Tiffany, can I just ask, why do you always have to drag things out and create all this fake suspense with your whole I don't know what's going on act? Like, come on. It's painfully obvious. You knew exactly what was happening. And you knew you had to go back for that extra blood test. But no, you just had to play clueless, like you're completely in the dark. And then, boom, later in the episode, surprise, you're off for the blood test.
Basically, Baxter normally gets removed at home if Matt can do it, but because they need to have blood tests done this time round, they've just booked me in Sutton, which is so good because it's so much closer.
So why do it, Tiffany? My God, it's just so unbelievably petty to be lying about something so trivial just to scrape together content for your channel. I mean, you're probably the only cancer influencer who seems this clueless about their own treatment, never knowing whether you're coming or going, even though you've said all your blood test appointments show up right there on your Royal Marsden app.
Very, very grumpy, but wasn't I, darling? This morning I was grumpy. He's saying no, but I knew I wasn't myself. I was like, "Rrr." Kept making a face like this as well. But I'm in good form now. Baxter just needed to come off. It was time, it was his time to go. And I think I've got a week and a bit. I don't know if I've got any other hospital appointments, any other blood tests booked in because nothing's come up on the app yet.
But that's not the only thing you seem to not know about, is it, Tiff? In the same episode, you're somehow also totally clueless about the scans and when they were supposed to happen. Honestly, how can anyone keep up with all of this?
We're on the 3rd cycle, which is incredible. I don't know how many cycles I'm having. I know I always get asked, how long is this clinical trial for? I'm not entirely sure. I need to have scans done as well, so that needs to be booked in. They said the scans will be 3 months later, so is it 3 months or earlier? It might even be earlier, just depends.
It just depends, really. Are you sure, Tiff? Because you said before, a few episodes ago, that you'd be getting scans after just a few sessions to see if the treatment's working. So, basically, that should be around now, since you've just had your 3rd treatment session.
You have a few sessions, then you have a scan, and then we'll get results, and then going forward, they'll tell me a bit more.
Oh, and Tiffany, what happened to that whole thing about them moving the scans up earlier?
He said they're going to do scans sooner, so when the scan is booked in, we'll see what's going on.
So, going back to the latest episode where Tiffany says 3 months, isn't that just so convenient for her? According to her own timeline, she started uploading this trial at the beginning of October, which means it all lines up perfectly for December, the big, shiny, money-making month of Vlogmas. How ideal, right? She can just hold on to that scan video until then, drag out the suspense with a few clickbait uploads leading up to it, just like she's done before. Remember? I mean, all of this in just 1 month. 1 month. So I hope everyone's buckled up, because you already know the drama's on its way, coming straight to a screen near you. But that's not all I've got to say about the latest episode. So now Tiffany's talking about not wearing perfume because she doesn't want it to remind her of treatment. Wow, how thoughtful of her to think of it that way. I mean, it's not like people going through chemo would be bothered by a cloud of strong perfume filling the entire medical unit, right? It's not like they're already nauseous or anything.
I also just want to say, you know, like my perfume and things, I don't put perfume on the day I have treatment because I don't want to link this smell back to the chemo.
Tiffany is just so considerate of others, isn't she? Always thinking about all the other cancer patients in the ward. I mean, she must get it from her mother, because clearly her mom understands just how much people receiving chemo love the idea of having their treatment in what smells like a fish market. So what does Mother Teresa do? Well, she whips out a tuna sandwich right there in the ward, making sure the entire place is filled with that delightful aroma of fish. Every cancer patient's dream, obviously.
Mum's here, she's having a tuna sandwich and a cup of tea.
But if you think that's all, well, there's still a lot more. Now, let me just take you to this scene real quick. Here we have Tiffany, proudly using the famous Denman brush. You know, the one she tried to sell to her viewers who'd lost their hair from treatment. Yep, that one.
Since being to the hairdressers, and then getting my wig, I feel a lot more confident with my hair in the sense that even if it all comes out, it's fine. It's not the end of the world.
So, as you can all see, Tiffany is happily brushing her hair. Not a single strand falling out, with the one and only amazing Denman brush. But that's not even the point. Where on earth has her little pink tangle teaser gone? You know, the one that sounds like it should be used on a horse? Because wasn't that her number 1 choice back when her hair was supposedly coming out in clumps, remember?
I need to brush because there's a big knot here at the back. So once I've unknotted this, then I can leave my hair alone. I can't believe how much is coming out. I cannot believe this much hair. And I'm being very gentle as well. I know it sounds very harsh because it's the tangle teaser.
Ugh. Oh, come on, Tiffany. How stupid do you really think we are? I mean, it was literally just a couple of months ago that you said this.
I really like this brush. I've talked about it before. I got this off Amazon, so I'll leave it linked below. This is my Denman brush. This is really nice because it's so soft. The bristles are so soft. And I also have a tangle teaser, but I feel like the tangle teaser just feels a bit rough, whereas this is really nice and gentle, especially now. This is such a great hairbrush. I feel like it's not too harsh on the hair. Sometimes the tangle teaser feels a bit like I'm pulling my hair out. This is very like gentle.
Come on, Tiffany, let's be real. Everyone sees through the little games you play. The manipulation, the guilt trips, the way you twist every bit of drama, suspense, and worry in the cancer community just to cash in. I mean, you've made it into an art, haven't you? But just don't get too comfortable. Because as long as this channel exists, we'll be here, calling you out every single time.
I know, I shouldn't brush this.